championship game. A little closer. It was very much closer than I thought it was. I'm sorry, I did give y'all a chance in that game, but y'all, they definitely did show up tonight.
I'll tell you what, there was one game in particular that we all discussed, game of the week, and that game was everything we all expected. We take you there now over to Ouachita High School as they hosted the undefeated Franklin Parish Patriots. I'll tell you what, this game got off to a hot start. It starts with Montrell Connor. He's going to run on 3rd down and long. A nice pickup for him, but it was not enough. Lions forced the punt. Chris Addison right there with a nice tackle. Now the Patriots, Desirian Ellis, remember the name. He goes right to work, escapes the pressure, scrambling. Let's fly to Karan Jones in the end zone. That's a touchdown. Pats take an early 7-0 lead in this one, but the Lions, yeah, they would kind of wake up. Next possession, Montrell Connor going to take matters into his own hands, right up the gut, turns on the Jets. He's finally brought down deep in the Patriots territory. That's going to set up the short touchdown run from Wydell Clark Jr. 2-point conversion, no good. Franklin Parish still holding on to that 7-6 lead. Now the Patriots, they would have to punt after some penalties from their own end zone. Check this out. It's blocked, recovered by Dallas Elmore of the Lions. And yeah, the Lions, they're set up in nice and great scoring position right here. That's going to set up Cam the Man Williams capitalizing on it. He finds his way into the end zone, and that gives the Lions a 13-7 lead. And on the ensuing kickoff, Zay Boley going to do some nice things. He's going to have a nice return here, but we're not checking out the return here on this play. We're checking out the hit, and it's going to come from Gerard Jackson. Check this out. Boom. Yeah, big-time hit right there from him. I tell you what, though, the Patriots, they would have to, they would get the ball back. Muff punt gives the Lions the ball back. MJ Dade finds the end zone, 20-7. I left at this point in the game, thought this game was out of reach. This game came down to the wire. Both teams battling back and forth, trading blows. It would be Ouachita coming away with a 51-47 win.
All right, down on the other side of Highway 165, the battle of powerhouses, the Sterlington Panthers playing host to the Neville Tigers, 2 historic programs clashing. It was a showdown at Panther Stadium. Let's go ahead and get into it. Panthers at the goal line, QB keeper by J-Rob Breen. He gets the push he needs to get over that line to take the 7-3 lead into the second quarter. Panther defense feeding off that momentum. They collapse the pocket, get to Parker Robinson in the backfield for the big sack. Then Robinson trying to shake it off a little bit, trying to get things back on track. They dumps it off to the tight end, Thomas Campbell, and bloop, there goes the ball, and there goes TJ Debo Burks. Comes away with the turnover. Panthers surging right now. Get him the turnover chain, making plays. Now it's J-Rob again on the keeper, getting up the middle, slips through a few tackles, sidesteps the defense into a first down on the play. Then defense, they would hold stronger, force the field goal. Aiden Parker, Mr. Automatic, knocks it down 10-3. Panthers going to halftime with the lead. Lee Doty would surely take that one into the half against a good Neville squad. Tigers fighting back in the second half. Robinson rolls out, floats it to Caleb Bond at the back corner to tie this game up. Then at 10 apiece, Coach Collins loving it, said that's more like it. Let's keep it going. Tigers continue to surge on the next drive. Parker Robinson getting loose, goes downfield to Javari Lockhart. He comes down with the big reception. Tigers knocking on the door. Then they hand it off to the tailback. Lemons trots out to the left side and then decided let's cut it back to the inside on the right, then jaws right across for the touchdown, 17-10. Neville extends that lead. They have taken over late in the fourth quarter on 4th down. Panthers go that air, falls incomplete. Tigers escape in this one to stay undefeated, 17-10 over the Sterlington Panthers, and an absolute classic showdown.
All right, now we head over to the city rivals, Wiseman and Carroll, and they battle it out once again. First play of the game, Carroll is back to receive it. Player gets hit hard. Helmets comes off along with the ball for a fumble recovery by Wiseman. Wiseman wasn't able to capitalize off this play with QB Terrence Long taking sacks after sacks for negative plays. Carroll would start to move the ball down the field slowly with a quick throw out and a stretch for the first down. QB would keep the ball for a run up the gut before colliding with the Wildcats defenders. QB will hand it off to the running back, and the Bulldogs would be stopped just a yard short of the end zone. Carroll run this play back so fast I even lost track of where the ball was. But all I know is Carroll would get on the board first with a touchdown. The game started off slow, but Wiseman would rely on being at home for the 20-15 win over Carroll.
All right, we head over to Rebel Stadium. The Rebels hosting the Scotlandville Hornets. West Monroe already up 36-0 at this point. How about Luke Valerie running in the Wildcat formation, picks up about 7 yards. A very strong run from him, finally brought down, and you know what, it worked once, let's do it again. We're going to do it again, this time to the opposite side, and he's going to pick up a first down right here. Now, the Rebels, they would be slowed down on their trip to the end zone. It's a slight detour right here as they're brought down for the quarterback sack, but again, that's exactly what I just called. It's a detour because this offense had things clicking on all cylinders today, and they're going to pick it right back up. And it's going to start with Renaldrick Booby Miles right up the gut. Yeah, check him out right here. Big time gain from him. And then it's Kendrian McNeil. He's going to get to the outside right here. He's going to pick up some nice yardage. Thought he was going to house this thing right here, but he's going to be knocked out of bounds just shy of the end zone. That sets up, yeah, we started with him. Let's end it with him. Luke Valerie. He's going to punch it home for the score. West Monroe back on track, back in the win column with a big 50-0 win over Scotlandville.
All right, let's check out those undefeated Ouachita Christian Eagles facing the Rayville Hornets down at Stephen Fitzhugh Field. Eagles already on the move. A dream floats a pass over there to Patrick Turpin, makes a defender miss, and there's nobody left to catch him. Goes right into the end zone for the opening touchdown of the game. Gets them on the board. Rayville trying to answer. Hornets drop back, flings it downfield, but it's to the wrong shade of green. Cameron Voiland coming down with the INT, makes a quick run before being pushed out, and you knew it was coming. You know who I was going to. Gives it to Mr. Make It Look Easy. Make It Leonard shakes off a few tackles before they bring him down the side, striking distance. And then, you know what you just do? You just keep on feeding him. They give it to him once more, and he does the rest. Bulls his way into the end zone for another touchdown. OCS runs away with it, 45-8.
All right, heading over to West Ouachita against Caldwell. Chiefs first possession pitched to C.J. Barr for a first down. Sam Ozark, quarterback keeper, for a Chiefs touchdown. As you can see, there was nobody guarding him, and he just went straight into the end zone. And look at that beautiful homecoming court. Chiefs would leave 7-0 over the Spartans at this point. Spartans ball, fumble on the play, recovered by Taylor Martin, and it is now the Chiefs ball. Handoff to Marlon Owens for a first down, and he would just run right up the gut before being tackled by those defenders. Chiefs going for next play handoff. Chiefs going for two. Marlon Owens again for a 2-point conversion. And the Chiefs would lead 15-0 in the first quarter in the Spartans ball. Case Abrams pass pick. The Chiefs would never lose their lead, winning 55-13 over the Spartans.
I'll tell you what, we're just now getting started here on Football Friday Night Extra. Lots of great games here. Just in that first block, we got more great football, including a big win for St. Fred. St. Fred, they're playing some good football right now.
Yes,
but
they are.
We'll have those highlights coming up after the break. Keep it right here on Football Friday Night Extra.
Football Friday Night Extra, sponsored by Johnny's Pizza House, Williams Orthodontics, Guerrero and Guerrero the Injury Attorneys, Mer Rouge Tire, North Monroe Baptist Church, Bayou Kubota, and Pinnacle Family Health.
All right, heading over to St. Fred where they faced off against St. Mary's. At the half, St. Fred leads St. Mary's 41-0. St. Fred would get the ball to start the half. Jarvis Walker would hand it off to Owen O'Neal, and he would take the ball down for a first down. All right, same exact play, but the opposite direction. What they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and O'Neal would be tackled at the 17-yard line. This was purely a ground game with no type of defense from St. Mary's. Walker to Daryl Cooper, and the Warriors will now be up 48-0. First play of the half for St. Mary's, and the ball will be snapped too hard, and while the ball is recovered by the Tigers, they do not have good field position, but the Warriors do, and the Tigers will throw a quick one out, but the Tigers receiver will be tackled by Luke Rosine in the end zone for a Warriors safety. And this would now be 50-0 to wrap up the game, and St. Mary's would dominate over St. Mary's in a shutout.
All right, let's head over to Green Nose, kicking off to start the game. Darbone Woods is Xavier Stromile, and boy, can he turn on the Jets. Rumbles down the field for the huge return and just keeps on going, being chased by a host of players and then pushed out of bounds. Timberwolves, they would take advantage right after that. Right here, quarterback Dalton. Now Britton takes a fake so quick. You know, it fooled our cameraman, but guess what? Xavier, he still got to that end zone, flips right into it. Darbone Woods gets on the board for the opening touchdown. The game set up for the extra point, and you know it's good. 7-0 Darbone Timberwolves. Giants with the ball now. Quarterback Tavares Lee hands it off to Zion Washington. He gets the edge, flies down the field for a big run to move those chains for a first down for Green Oak. Tavares Lee keeps the ball on the keeper, and it was a big man on the run, cuts it back to the inside. Jaws right across for that touchdown. But they were falling this one as Darbone Woods would take the 38-26 victory over Green Oaks.
All right, General Trask travels to Bastrop. In this matchup, General Trask QB sneaked for 7 yards, and he would just go right up the gut, and he would get in for the touchdown. But the Panthers would fail to convert the 2-point conversion, so now it is 6-0 General Trask. Bastrop driving before the half, bad snap, but Dylan Downs would recover and complete the pass to Adamian Moore for the Bastrop first down. And as you can see, he just runs on the side, and he gets down by the defenders, and they move the chains, and General Trask will beat Bastrop 12-6.
All right, let's do some MAIS football. Those River Oaks Mustangs taking on Union Christian Academy. I'll tell you what, this team continues to stay red hot in this one. Jaden Davis screen pass to guess who? Lantavius Murphy, 55 yards, making guys miss, doing it all. He finds the end zone right there, and the Mustangs take an early lead. Now, next Mustang possession, Davis, this time same screen pass to Murphy, but this time Murphy's going to let fly down the field to a wide open Byron Price. This touchdown is going to go for 60 yards. Yes, incredible stuff right there. Bo Barton and company getting a little tricky with their offense this one. How about some defense? Wasn't no offense. Union Christian back to pass. A few Mustangs there for the quarterback sack, but you know we're going to get back to the offense. They're going to have some more tricks up their sleeves in this one. They go with a little toss to Lantavius Murphy. Oh, wait, he's going to go back to Jaden Davis, who's going to make the grab. Wide open, nobody around him, into the end zone for the score. Yeah, they just can't be stopped. You know, nobody can stop them. But how about this? John David Green, a little more traditional River Oaks in this one. Handoff, and yeah, just untouched to the outside, in for the score. River Oaks moves to 8-0 on the season with a 60-0 win over Union Christian Academy. Now, before we head on over and move on, let's kind of break down what we saw in those, you know, for the first couple games we've seen. Lots of great games. I want to start with, obviously, Ouachita Franklin Parish, a game that I think we all talked about. That's why it was our game of the week, as why we wanted it to be that, because we expected it to be that game. But just really fun atmosphere for that team, and those two teams really went at it. Great matchup this week, wasn't it?
Absolutely, and I'm going to say it now. I've been saying it for the last 2 weeks. I don't know if people caught on yet, but Franklin Parish is for real right now. Now, that's a good Ouachita team they beat tonight. You know, talking about that, like Ouachita in that defense, they're going to be problems for anybody that they face. But the fact that Franklin Parish was able to come in their house on their homecoming and spoil it and absolutely show out and show that we are for real this year, I think that this is a big win for the Patriots.
You know, not Sterlington, St. Frederick. Yeah. St. Frederick, we saw them today, 50 points, a shutout win. You know, Chip Bilderback's doing great things over there with that Warriors team, isn't he?
He really is. Coming off of that Bastrop loss last week, I think any team would go into this matchup and kind of be, they will hold themselves back. But St. Fred did not hold themselves back whatsoever. And I didn't know St. Mary's was that bad, but it was amazing to see.
They kept it straight, y'all.
Yeah, they did. But it was amazing to see St. Fred really rely on their run game, and they just could not be stopped, and I love that for them. And now they can just look forward and continue to build upon their season.
They're going to be a force in that district, but coming up after the break, we're going to bring you some games from Thursday night, Oak Grove in action as well as Union. We'll have that coming up after the break right here on Football Friday Night Extra.
Football Friday Night Extra, sponsored by Johnny's Pizza House, Williams Orthodontics, Guerrero and Guerrero the Injury Attorneys, Mer Rouge Tire, North Monroe Baptist Church, Bayou Kubota, and Pinnacle Family Health.
Thursday night football games from last night, Oak Grove on at the Swamp against Delhi Charter. Gators would strike first in this one. It's Caden Wiggins to Jonas Carroll, a 71-yard touchdown strike to open this game up. Man, what a start for Delhi Charter. They would have a 6-0 lead early in this game, but the Tigers wake up, and Jackson Bradley, he's going to go to work. Quarterback sweep right here. He had the big man move and picked up the first down on this play right there. And then it's Bradley again. This time he goes to the air. He's going to find his favorite target, Brody Stewart, in the end zone. Tony two-step, Tony toe tap, whatever you want to call it. He's in for the score right there. Oak Grove takes a 7-6 lead. Now the Gators trying to respond. A bad pitch right there. And it's going to be Ty Hurley, going to bring him down for the big TFL right there. And then it's first play following a bad punt. Brody Stewart takes it 21 yards off the jet sweep, untouched, in for the score, 14-7. Oak Grove at this point in the game. Now some more defense from the Tigers. It's Isaiah Joel taking him out here, busting through that offensive line. He's going to get in the backfield quickly and shut this thing down in a hurry for the big tackle for loss. And, yeah, put that Oak Grove offense back on the field. When you got Jackson Bradley and offense on the field, they're going to do good things. Play action right here. Bradley to Joe Thomas Layton, wide open. Yeah, he's going to run somebody over at the back end of this thing just for fun. And there, touchdown, 6 points right there. Now, Delhi Charter trying to keep it close. They go there, and it's picked off right here by Seth Ray, who comes away with this INT. And then check out the play right here. Bradley to the air again. This is going to go off the diving Owen Layton into the hands of Brody Stewart. Yeah, you can't make this kind of stuff up. Oak Grove rolls this one 57-12, your final over the Gators.
big win. Let's take things over to the U, the state champion Union Farmers taking on the Homer Pelicans. Pelicans, they hopped off the bus ready to fly. Gives it to Gregory Williams, breaks a few tackles, and let his wings get some air. Take this one all the way to the crib for the opening touchdown of the game. They went for 2 afterwards. 8-0 Pelicans to start this game off. Farmers with the answer, hands it off to the do-it-all machine. Tyquarius Wilson plows his way across the line, puts Union on the board 8-7, down by 1. But it went downhill from here. Pelicans on the drop back, looking for Spencer Dunn, and Chase Meekin took his lunch money. Snatches, let me have that. Put the Farmers across midfield after the turnover. Coach Spatz said, okay, offense, what are you going to do now? Derek Deuce said, watch me work. Burst through the teeth of the defense and says, see ya, I'm out of here. Takes it the distance for the touchdown. It was far from done. It was a long night for this defense, I'm telling you. Back in the red zone now after this, and then they toss it to Do again up the left side. Defender hanging on him, and he decided to take him for a ride in the pay. Farmers up 21-8. Well, how about the right side now? Toss it to the outside, and guess what? He's going to make you sit down. Boom! Sit down. Do you want to see him again? I kind of do. Yes, we're going to see him one more time because it's Derek Dew again dragging him across for another touchdown. His third of the first half. Farmers blowing the doors off. Braxton Patterson wanted some shine, and then coming out of halftime, he's going to launch this one all the way down the field to Chase Meekin, and all the defense heard was bye-bye. Solo party in the end zone. Get Porky the Pig because that is all for Union. Gets back on track with 2 straight district wins with the 49-14 demolition over the Pelicans.
And coming up after the break, we'll have some Arkansas football. Keep it right here on Football Friday Night Extra.
Football Friday Night Extra, sponsored by Johnny's Pizza House, Williams Orthodontics, Guerrero and Guerrero the Injury Attorneys, Mer Rouge Tire, North Monroe Baptist Church, Bayou Kubota, and Pinnacle Family Health.
All right, El Dorado back at home, hosting Marion. This one tied up at the half. Wildcats get the ball moving right here. They're going to pick up some great yards on third down, pick up a first down. Then as quarterback Cannon Jacobs feeling rushed, he passes down the field, nearly intercepted, but dropped on this play. Now El Dorado turns it over on fourth down, and the Marions, they're going to go to work at this one. You see him take the handoff, but that Wildcat defense having none of it. Now the Wildcats, they're going to hand it off here, and yeah, check him out, getting to the outside, gets brought down at about the 3-yard line. The ball's going to slip through though, and this ball's going to be fumbled. It's going to be recovered. I tell you what, El Dorado would come back in this game, score late in this game, and when try an onside kick, was not able to recover it. They would fall to Marion 34-28, your final in that one.
All right, over in Smackover, the Buckaroos take on Bismarck. QB Mitchell Pope for the keeper, gaining a few yards. And Pope again looking downfield before keeping it and running it himself. And the QB getting some pressure from Bismarck finds Jamari Robinson open. And Robinson will find the end zone. Yep, got that. And he will find the end zone. And down the field, Bismarck looking down the field. However, the Buckaroos, Hunter Spradley with the coverage. Smackover will go into halftime tied 7-7, but Bismarck will end that game 36-27 over Smackover.
All right, let's head over to Parker's Chapel for homecoming night. The Trojans hand it off to Isaiah Gray, going to make some room and going to go down the field for a big game for that first down. And then they're just going to give it up to Isaiah Gray again, up the middle for a few yards, trying to move those chains a little bit down the field. Dyson Duggan, the quarterback keeper, finding his way out of a tackle downfield for good yardage, but we already know we got to skip to the end. Let's go ahead. The Trojans would take this one easily, 46-8 over Center Point.
And yes, that's a wrap for week 5 of high school football. Don't go anywhere. When we get back, we're kind of going to wrap things up officially, break down some games, and a big game Saturday with Ruston back in Texas. That's coming up after the break on Football Friday Night Extra.
Football Friday Night Extra, sponsored by Johnny's Pizza House, Williams Orthodontics, Guerrero and Guerrero the Injury Attorneys, Mer Rouge Tire, North Monroe Baptist Church, Bayou Kubota, and Pinnacle Family Health.
Well, we survived yet another week of Football Friday Night Extra. Well, almost survived it. We've got one more game coming up tomorrow over in Texas. Those Ruston Bearcats, big challenge for them against Stephenville, undefeated Stephenville, ranked number 1 in Class 4A in the state of Texas. This is going to be a fun test for Ruston, Jared Ball and company, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely it is. It's going to be their toughest test in Texas. You know, Stephenville isn't a team that you can kind of play around with. You got to come out the bus ready to play. They're going to bring in, I think Ruston has enough to get past them. You know, being in Texas for so long, like you say, that's they sit at home right now. They get to come back home at least to Louisiana next week against Washington. But right now they got to focus on Stephenville, and that's going to be a tough matchup, and it's going to tell us how good this team is going across state lines and being able to handle their business.
It's always cool to see Louisiana go to Texas and kind of dominate. So I was, looking to see Ruston come out 3-0. And although I love to sing this song, my Houston Astros, sadly out of the playoffs, but I love this song. The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. Well, Ruston's going to come out there and knock those stars out tomorrow. And Jared Ball coming to do a great job. But this is going to be an interesting game because they really are two. It's like looking in the mirror. It's like Ruston's going to be looking at themselves. History winning championships, undefeated record on the line tomorrow, ranked first in their class. Going to be a great game tomorrow. You've seen Ruston too, Ayanna. Confident, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I'm most definitely confident. From what I was always told, Texas teams were amazing and, they could do no wrong. But just seeing how Ruston has gone to Texas 2 times this far and 3 times tomorrow, I have no doubt that they will win against Stephenville.
Well, that's all the time for Football Friday Night Extra. We'll see you right back here next week.